Perspective Blog X Lakers-fandom. Before we get to the content, I would like to thank all my subscribers for your support. If you are not a subscriber, I invite you to support the channel, subscribe, and turn the notifications on. Thank you for your support. All right, that was a disappointing game. Not completely awful, but disappointing. So I got a few things to talk about here. One of the things could be how let's talk about Frank Vogel, because I think there's something to say about him and his execution as a coach. Frank Vogel is a very capable coach, and something I do like about Frank Vogel is that he learns from his mistakes and he evolves as the season evolves. He evolves as a coach, and that's a good attribute to have because he's not completely set on his ways, though he does things that traditional coaches tend to do, which is not putting the best player to play in that game over the veteran. Sometimes coaches are a little stubborn in not putting the veteran players, and there's a reason for that. And So my prediction in this game is that the Lakers were going to win by a minimum margin, under 10. That happened. My other prediction is that it was going to be a difficult game, and that happened. The only prediction that I didn't get is that the Lakers would win, which until the last second could have happened, but it didn't. I'm not a crystal ball, right? But Frank Vogel didn't use the rotations the way it would have served better this game. But to his point, or to his advantage, this game had a lot of missed calls, especially that moving screen that Dwight Howard did, and it was called as a foul to Wes Matthews. But I can't talk about the player's perspective, but Wes Matthews' actions have been a little bit underwhelming on the side of the defense. He hasn't been a defensive stopper. And I don't know if this is something that maybe I'm wrong about this, but a lot of these players that have long reach, they are used to not having to jump that high for certain things. And you saw that on Wes Matthews' layup, that he was blocked by Seth Curry. So I'm not saying anything about Seth Curry's defense. But Wes Matthews jumping was bad, and that that shot, I would have tried to go as close as I could to dunk that ball because that team is so high. But the fact that the shortest guy was the one who blocked your shot, you know, I hope he doesn't allow this a second time. But aside from that, there were a lot of inconsistencies in the game. The Lakers did not protect the ball, as I said. Also, they needed to do to win this game. I mean, to the point of the 76ers, they are one of the best teams in steals. But true, one of the things that you might recall from me to say before the season started is that we should have kept Dwight Howard. Not so much McGee, because McGee is an excellent rim protector, but the problem with McGee is that he can only do so much in a restricted amount of minutes because of his asthma, right? So Javel, as excellent as he is as a rim protector, we could get more of Dwight Howard, and I think he earned it, the spot of starting center for the Lakers, and we missed that. We got two guys that are really good, Harris and I mean Harrell and Gasol, and it did pretty good tonight. But we need another, rim protector. Joel Embiid did what he wanted, and it's not like he can't do that, but he did what he wanted, and we need another body, and we need another center that can match the height and give us a little bit more rim protection. Also, we don't, Embiid was one of the reasons that the 76ers won, but also the other larger guys also had a field day there. So now we know we need to have tall players, athletic players against these athletic, tall teams with big centers. Because if not, we are going to have the same problem we had tonight. And so, wait. Okay, we got a Sixers fans on the chat. Anybody care to respond, or is it all like Sixers chat now? But there's a moving screen. There's a that was called on the that was called as a foul to Wes Matthews when it was a movie screen from Dwight Howard. And the thing is, Dwight Howard was called for moving screens in the Lakers every time he was screening. Now, Right. Thank you for even, uh, you can come in here whenever you want, Kent. Definitely. Um, and so there you go. I mean, those are players, those are plays, those are the reasons you can't have a close game, especially with a team that it might be a rival in the finals. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that. Um, so let me put um, here's a shout out to Cooking with Kent. He's a Sixers fan, and we welcome you. We welcome you here, and put your 2 coins, two cents. Your opinions are valid, and um, so so what are the things that I didn't see Frank Vogel doing right? Is that thank you for dropping the like and the sub. Thank you. Um, by the way, there are two great players that I'm a big fan of. They're from Philly, and you know, one is Kobe Bryant, and the other one is Will Chamberlain. Uh, and while Kobe only played for the Lakers, Will was a big time Philadelphia player for both the Warriors when they were a Philly team and with the 76ers too. Um, so, you know, what else can you do? Philly has made those are two of many Philly players that have engraced the NBA with their abilities and all this stuff they have brought to the table. Um, but this was, I mean, it was a great game to watch. Um, but it's a game that exposed the need for another center, another big for the Lakers, and it also exposed that guys like Taylor Horton Tucker should be more involved. When he was there, he influenced rebounds. He influenced. He had a highlight dunk, and Wesley Matthews. I mean, he hasn't been consistent. He just hasn't, and it's the story of Danny Green last year. I don't know if it's something that the Lakers are having problems with or something like that, but um, Matthews um, came with an excellent percentage. And while he has picked up and he's doing great in percentage, he's not impacting defensively. In the case of Danny Green, when he was in the Lakers, his 3-point shot was completely out, non-existent. So what is happening when we get those players that are supposed to be two-way and just work one way. We don't know. I hope to. I hope that Matthews gets back into that shape defensively. Thank you, Kent. Do you have a channel to plug in? Are you sure you can do it here? All right. Have a good one, man. All right. So there's not much else I could add. It's just the way it is. This game. Hey, you're welcome. In this game is just peace out. This game is just the way it goes. The way it's it's a game that could go both ways. But I think rotation wise, Lakers weren't all in the way it should be. I could be wrong. And that's how the cookie crumbles. Well, if there's nothing else to add, that would be it until tomorrow. I'll do a preseason and then probably a postseason game. The last game I didn't do a postseason. But it was an exciting game. I knew that the Cavaliers were not the team everybody remembers them to be, and it was pretty obvious that. I hope that instead of trading Drummond to the Nets, the Cavaliers waive or trade JaVale, and maybe we can get JaVale in a trade or something else, something like that. But we need, I think we need a center, and I don't know. Let's see what happens on the trading before the trading deadline and the buyout market. All right. Well, peace out, everybody, and take care of yourself and each other. May God bless. And I am out. Go Lakers.